Hello everyone, Martin here, back with another Legacy video, and a very special one because today I'm playing with a card I never thought I would be playing with in Legacy, because Wizards went ahead and unbanned Mind's Desire. Ever since I got into Legacy, this was 2012, I always had, fleeting glances at Mind's Desire tucked away down on the ban list, and I thought I would never get to play it. I've played it like a little bit in Vintage where it's restricted, and this is like a genuine drug, let me tell you. They've unbanned it now, and it's very likely that it won't make like a big commotion in Legacy. Who's to say? I've already been like trying out different things. I played an ant list that I just tossed together, like a 4-color ant, everything but white. And it was fine. I 4-1'd, but then I lost some. And I don't know. I think it seemed to slow Ant down more than anything. And if you only ever faced like Force of Will decks, you'd be thrilled. But it's not so nice to be unprotected versus like prison pieces and stuff. So, anyways, this is very much an experiment. This Doomsday Mind's Desire list. Basically, I have trimmed down on certain pieces of Doomsday so as to still be able to function as a Doomsday combo deck. Quote unquote turbo Doomsday with full set of rituals and LED and cyclers, but I'm only running 2 cyclers and the one consider, with which together with LED and brainstorm make up the same turn win. And so I've cut down on cyclers. I've completely removed like personal tutor, but what I have replaced it with is these 4 Mind's Desire and a copy of Tendrils. And in order for Mind's Desire to work, we need sort of a saturation of fast mana. And I'm running 4 Cabal Ritual, 4 Petal, 4 Dark Ritual, which is obviously a lot. So there's just like a lot of different ways this deck can go off, which is at least my sort of my hope. We can do just the Doomsday thing. We have the Cavern, we have Thassa, but we can also like Mind's Desire. And if you ever Mind's Desire into a second Mind's Desire, the game is likely over. But you can also like Mind's Desire into Dark Petition, go find your Doomsday and cast it, and then whatever else Mind's Desire has hit, like if it's hit a Brainstorm, if it's hit like a Lotus Petal or whatever, you can like build a pile and potentially either just put Tendrils in the pile and Brainstorm into it if you have like mana floating or Mind's Desire flip rituals, or you can make a Thassa pile and do stuff with it. The tensions in this deck, I think, is like I think Mind's Desire wants few lands because flipping lands off of Mind's Desire is really really not what you want. I the league I just finished, I played a league before recording here, and I went 3-2. I played 14 lands, and the what has become a ninth fetch land was a Lorien Revealed, and I really like Lorien Revealed, and I really wanted to find room for a second copy, but I just think like having that initial land drop, or rather not having it, it led to quite a few mulligans in that league, which might just be random noise, but I do tend to think that 14 lands is just like maybe 1 land too few. I would consider like cutting a Dazed, or that's probably the most likely candidate to fit the second Lorien, because obviously Lorien is just really really awesome if you flip it off of Mind's Desire. But I also think the deck is a little bit light on disruption. We're only running 2 discard spells, 3 days for Force of Will. Now you can in part get away with that because you're running like a Storm card as your engine, which means this is like, for anyone that's not familiar with playing Storm regularly, like the mechanic Storm is just like it has inbuilt counterspell protection against anything but Flusterstorm, and even then, if you have mana floating, you can pay for individual copies. So like having a Storm engine means inherently you don't need as much protection as if your only plan is to resolve a sorcery without Storm. The sideboard I've built to leverage the Tendrils a little bit. So like against other combo decks, against especially against like control and tempo, especially Death Shadow. Having like copies of Tendrils is amazing, and you can like have Orcish Bowmasters to go like hand in hand with that, and like start putting pressure on their life total, and eventually like you can mini Tendrils them. Yeah, I think that's probably all I want to say right now. And I'm so excited to try and record with this. I hope it doesn't like crash and burn. Like I said, this is like very much experimental stuff, so who knows? We may be onto something. It's raw regardless, but we might also just be onto a turd, and who knows? Well, let's find out together. Okay, on the play for round number 1. Let's see if we can avoid those mulligans I was talking about. Opponent is all on a Yorion strategy, or at least, yeah, no, they are. It's an 80 card deck. I was gonna say like, or another companion deck, but no. Yeah, I think I'll keep this. I'm a little bit concerned if it's Death and Taxes. And if it is, I'm going to want to hopefully brainstorm into Days or Force of Will. Put mulligans to 6. I'm just going to go drop this fetch land here. I was also really debating whether or not to add a second basic, like having 2 basic islands. I still think that may be correct. Oh, okay, so it's not Death and Taxes. That's good. I think I'm going to brainstorm this turn. Okay, so they're doing something on my upkeep. Is this, what's this, in 2? No? Okay, never mind. Alright, kind of hope this doesn't get countered, because I got at least 1 too many lands in my hand, and the second Mind's Desire is also a little bit ugh. So, like a Force of Will or a Spell Piercer or something here would actually be really good. Okay, they brainstorm themselves. A Force of Will, at least, you know, it's a 2-for-1, I'll take that. But we are just like a ritual or 2 away from doing Mind's Desire stuff, and we do find a second ritual. Okay, let's actually, maybe it's the Mind's Desire. We put one copy back. The only reason I didn't like immediately think about that is if this is a deck with discard spells, then I'm kind of blown out by that. But yeah, I'm gonna ponder now in case. Well, first of all, just in case I hit more rituals or something that can make this Mind's Desire pop next turn. But also just before they, ooh, no, how about that? Okay, I think I'm gonna stack them like this. And if they do discard us, then they'll take Mind's Desire and we'll draw Dark Petition, and hopefully they won't also have Force of Will. Okay, let's see here. We can, Misty Rainforest is the 4th card in the graveyard. By the way, if you're hearing some noises in the background, I hope you're not. I kind of tried to check the audio, but it's because I am actually on my porch. And I have to sit outside. Long story short, we're staying in a very small place, and if I'm to record in the evening after the family is asleep right now, and for the next couple of weeks, I'll have to go outside, I think. All right, they have Loam. Loam is fine. So I guess the question is, do we go for the glory of the Dark Petition? That was the math I was trying to figure out here. We can go for the guaranteed 4 copies of Mind's Desire. Or we can, like, Fetch Land is 4 cards in the graveyard, Dark Ritual is 5, Cabal Ritual is, yeah, Cabal Ritual is not, that's not gonna be enough. I think maybe we're just supposed to, so I mean, if we Mind's Desire for 4 here, that's not a lot. We would need the Mind's Desire to really put in some work. Or we can go for the Dark Petition. How much mana do we get? So let's say, like, 3 lands, 5 with Dark Ritual, 6, 7. We spend 5, get 3 back. So we would actually not even, and then we can get another ritual, I guess. But if at any point they figure it out and have a Force of Will, we're just like smoked. We're completely depleted. Let's see. Let's see how they react here. I'm going to do something this turn, I think. I suppose there's also just the play of waiting. They're not really doing a lot. They've brainstormed once. No, I am going to go for it here. I can't help it. Okay. And so if I If I force here, I've just basically, or if they force on this Dark Petition, I've lost 4 cards for their 2. Whereas if I, this is such a gamble. Oh, they'll have a force, won't they? I'm just gonna flip the 4 cards. I'm a coward. Basically traded the 3 cards, 4 cards in my hand for 4 random cards that I don't have to pay for. Okay, Cabal Ritual is good. With the Dark Petition, ooh, Thoughtseize. Petal, okay, basically, and another Mind's Desire. Oh, we hit the jackpot. Okay. Okay. Sweet, sweet. Are they conceding? No, choose target player. Okay. Thoughtseize you. See what's up. They had the force. Yes, okay. Get rid of that. Let's just cast these. And we'll just save the Dark Petition. It won't matter. This will win, I'm pretty sure. Alright, there's a Flooded Strand. 2 lands, not the best. Brainstorm, that's good. Doomsday, yes, yes. Dark Ritual. What else? What are we drawing here? So much stuff. Okay, we can just win now. There's no need to drag it out. They have taken, what was their hand? It was just some, Prismatic Ending, a force, and some lands. Okay, let's cast this Dark Petition in hand. We could like do the bravado thing and cast Doomsday and Brainstorm into the pile, but no need here. Let's get the Tendrils, and we can cast the... I suppose we don't need to cast the Dark Ritual, but why not cast it? Alright, sweet. Alright, cool. Game 1 against a 80-card blue-green control deck. Let's see what we want to bring in here. I think the Flusterstorms are fine. And I think Dothy Voidwalker is pretty good. And I think Orcish Bowmasters is fine. I think the second copy of Tendrils is fine. Not sure about Sholdred because they are a white deck. So what would we want to cut here? We can cut the LED and the Cyclers and the Consider. I don't suppose there's a lot else I actually feel like cutting. Like maybe Days on the Draw versus the slow control deck is not the best. So we can maybe shave 2 there. And we're bringing in Flusterstorm. Actually, let's shave the third as well and try this out. Try this on for size. So if nothing else happens in this league, at least I got to Mind's Desire into Mind's Desire. Oh, no, I don't think this works. It's risky at least, but I think I have to mulligan this, the 2 Doomsdays. Yeah, okay, I'll take this. Let's, probably get rid of the Tendrils. And let's see. I would really, really like them to not have, like, what do you call it? Not have, like, Deafening Silence. Okay, I'm also glad that wasn't a discard spell. Oh, be still my heart. We're getting closer. Now, this is very likely a Wasteland deck. So actually, I was gonna Thoughtseize them, but I actually think I'm gonna fetch the basic island here. And if this is a Green Suns deck, now I'm instantly concerned that they have like Green Suns for Oof or just the Oof. Maybe I'm supposed to Brainstorm in response here. I do find the force. I think I have to force this, right? So let's put back Lotus Petal and I don't know, Mind's Desire, and then let's Force of Will here. So if we don't, if this ends up in play, at least we can like Brainstorm away the Petal. I guess it wouldn't matter. We have Brainstorm in our hand. Okay, sweet. So there's a Petal beneath this, right? If I Brainstorm here and get Brainstorm lock, that's really bad. I also don't want them to have Orcish Bowmasters though when I Brainstorm. Alright, cool. Cool. So let's just put back Mind's Desire and the Lotus Petal, I think. And we get to try and Doomsday them here. What you got? Wow. Well, we have to take the Endurance. Yeah, we have to take Endurance. They have a second Collector Roof. Wow, okay. So let's get Thassa, Cavern, Lorien Revealed, which draws 2. I could also like get cute and get like a Bowmasters. They're gonna play Collector Roof next turn. Do I also just want like cantrips? How does this work? So I draw Brainstorm, cast it, and then I draw like into Lorien Revealed, Cavern, Thassa, put back Thassa and Cavern, and then like I guess I need to pass quite a few times, don't I? But maybe that's fine. So I'll be at 7. They'll make 2 power but not attack me. I'll draw once with Brainstorm and I guess once with Lorien. I'll pass. They'll attack me down to 4. And then they'll attack me down to 1. If they have more power, that's a problem. Maybe I'm supposed to get Orcish Bowmasters because that actually means that can like protect us. Gosh. Also just really thrilled as long as they don't have a Brainstorm or like a blue mana here. This is going to postpone the game for longer, which may or may not be a problem, but I'm going to try this. So let's try it like this. Alright, so they get abundant growth here, which is good for them, but if they don't draw like a land, that's really good for me. Okay. So they Brainstorm. It kind of sucks with the Veil, with my my Orcish Bowmasters plan. Oh, but they whiffed! Yes! That's so good for me. Okay. So let's, they still have like rainbow mana here, but unless they force this, they'll have like 1 mana. Alright. Okay. I don't think I actually would be able to deal them lethal here. But, you know, we'll take it. What they do. They do not shuffle. Okay. So, really hope they don't have second endurance. That's what we have to beat here. And I guess, like, what you call it? I guess, like, Dress Down is a card they could have. Alright. So they're tapping 3 here. Or, like, getting 3 mana already. What's this? Another roof. That was the one we knew about. Sure, that's fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass here. So we know 2 of their cards. It's Veil of Summer and Flusterstorm. I believe we know those because they didn't fetch after the Brainstorm. Another Abundant Growth, sure. I mean, we will be able to. I'm gonna ping them. Yes, if they want to Veil here to save a damage. Yeah, no, I didn't think so. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna probably end of turn Lorien, which kind of sucks if they have Opposition Agent. So how does all this work? If I just draw the Thassa and play it, and they have removal, like double removal, then I lose, which would be a bit of a stretch. I don't think they have the Oppo Agent. Let's try this. So now we lose to removal spell, but we don't lose to endurance. Or rather, no, sorry. We lose to endurance plus removal spell. We don't lose to just endurance. And we lose to dress down. But they have it. They have it. There's a Veil. Sure. They get to draw a card. I'll ping my army since I can't ping them or their creature. Did you draw dress down? Well, Oracle's in play. So now it doesn't matter. Yes, we got there. Sweet. All right, off to a winning start. Excellent. On the play for round number 2, once more against a Yorion deck. Okay, I'll keep this. It's very cantrip heavy, or rather not. It's just very blue. I got a couple of cantrips, so that's fine. Need rituals and lands, I guess. I'll take the second land and then draw the second force, and then I'll think about the Doomsday that's there. All right, so it's not Death and Taxes. Tundra, right? Ponder, sure, that's fine. All right. Yeah, not really sure. Right. I think maybe I get a fresh look here. They chose to shuffle their ponder, by the way. So what does this draw us here? Dark Petition. I think sadly that goes to the graveyard here. Oh, Dark Ritual's good. So if we get 2 more mana, we can ritual and then daze our ritual, daze our daze to build storm, and then Mind's Desire. That would be cool. And still have Force of Will up. So I think our best draws here are like another land and then like ideally another ritual or a petal. What's this? Life from the Loam. Another Loam deck, sure. It's like the same deck I just played. They go to cleanup, right? Okay. Plow. Right, okay. Well, there's another land. So we're 1 land away from like a 1, 2, 3, 4, a desire for 4. If we get another ritual or mana effect spell, then it's a desire for 5. Let's just, by the way, they didn't dredge, which is interesting. Okay, red mana, interesting. What's this? This is like 4th Aolingas or Green Sun Zenith or something. That's that spell. Do I get away from dazing this? I don't think I do. I think I'd rather not play against this. If I don't have to. If they want to force here, that's pretty nuts. I'll daze again. Okay, they didn't. All right. Oh, ritual. So we can desire for 3. Are they going to force one of my rituals if I force it? Like, if I force my own spell, they have to know what's up. They have to know what's up, right? Is there any way I can get to 7 cards here? I could Dark Ritual, then I could cast Cabal Ritual and daze the Cabal Ritual, and then pay for the daze with the last black mana. Then daze goes into the graveyard. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Alright, let's try this. This still might not work. We can just whiff. That's sort of the nature of the thing. Okay, so I'm gonna go like this, and then I'm gonna daze it by picking up this land, and I haven't used my land drop here, so I'll pay. Okay, and I'll make a little desire for 4. How do we do? Another desire, instantly maybe win the game. Wow, sick. I love Mind's Desire. I can't believe we get to play with this now. Okay. Doomsday. Okay. Check this out. Alright. So, we cast Doomsday. We put Thassa and Tendrils and Thoughtseize and 2 Force of Wills. And the order is not going to matter. We can just put Thassa on top. So Storm is 5. We'll cast Mind's Desire. Storm is, well, there are 6 copies, but we only have 5 cards to exile. Okay, Force. Another Force. Thassa and Thoughtseize and Tendrils. Oh yes, you love to see it. Well, let's take the Terminus. Whatever. And let's just, no need to showboat here. Let's just make Thassa. And no cards in the deck. Easy. Easy win. Wow. So far I am getting my money's worth off of Mind's Desire. Alright, cool. enough yap in here. So probably somewhat similar to what we just did. I love the Flusterstorms versus their fourth Aeolingas. I think probably a couple of Fatal Pushes is not the worst idea. Though they were like a Terminus deck, so maybe just one. Tendrils, yes. Orcish Bowmasters, probably. And what else? Probably not Shouldered, right? I'm not sure how much removal they can keep in, but they are an 80 card deck with like 8 plows. I doubt they can board out all of them, so. So let's skip on the LED, and maybe we still want like a couple of cyclers, but let's skip on the LED, skip on the Consider. And now is where it gets tough, because I don't really want to cut anything. Again, like maybe a couple of dazes. And then once we're there, maybe all the dazes. And what's the last card to cut? Maybe it is just the Flusterstorm. Did they show us green? I didn't even check. They're a 4-color deck. They probably have green, but yeah, like I think I'm a lot more interested in Fatal Push if there's green, and therefore like Green Sun Zenith and like the green just means more creatures. Holy smokes. Okay, this is a lot of Storm cards, but it is also almost a Doomsday. This is almost keepable. Like if one of these 3, like 4 business spells was like a cantrip, I would probably keep this. But also like with Edge of Autumn here, it's like that's super bad. I think I have to mulligan this, sad as I am. Okay, we'll keep this. And probably ship the Lorien. That way it's in the deck. We already have like lands, although it is probably like a wasteland deck since they had like Life from the Loam. But now it's in the deck to hit off of Desire. Oh, I'll take a Force of Will. Is this where we Thoughtseize? I think so. I didn't even see if they mulliganed. They did not, no. Alright, let's... Really hoping this isn't a Veil of Summer. I'll be sad. Anything else, I'm okay. Oh no! It's green mana. Oh, phew. So they are green. Maybe I already saw that. I just wasn't paying attention. I was too stoked about what was happening. I have, on average, so far in this league, gotten very lucky on the Mind's Desire for 4. I don't think it's sort of representative that you just instantly slam what you want. Okay. So they just brainstormed, and they can shuffle. I think, honestly, it's between 4th Aeolingas and the Pyroblast. If they had only one Teferi, I'd probably take that. I think I'd take the Pyroblast here. I don't particularly want my Ponder blasted next turn, and also, like, in case we end up, if I draw Doomsday next turn, and they hit a Force on top, then I'd like to not lose that counter war. Street Wraith, okay. So I think I'm gonna Wraith first, actually. See what we see. Well, another land. It's not too exciting. Okay, so I'm gonna take the Bowmasters here, and do I play out the Petal? No, I think I'm gonna sit on the land here and Dark Ritual out Bowmasters if I need to. They can Lorien for a 3rd land, and then they can 4th Aeolingas for X equals 1, which I can't stop, but I can put both the Orcish Bowmasters and the thing in front of it, but I don't even think that's what I want to do. Okay, there's a Tundra. Okay, so we know 4 cards in their hand. Oh, it's Teferi. That makes sense. I'm gonna Dark Ritual here. Yeah, I'm gonna Dark Ritual out the Bowmasters. If they have the Force, they have it. There's some wind picking up here. I hope you don't like hear it too badly. If so, I'm sorry. You know, extenuating circumstances. What's that word I'm looking for? I'm pretty sure it's not what I said. So if they have Force here, I think we're in the dirt. All right, cool. They did not, or chose not to use it. All right, so now they're sort of in a pinch here. Their best bet is probably to just plus Teferi. So Teferi goes to 5. We put him down to 3, and then they can do the fourth Aeolingus thing, probably. That was not the most exciting draw, not gonna lie. But I mean, if we draw Mind's Desire, we can at least do a little mini Desire for 3. So now they can plus Teferi again. They can also just make their stand here with the horses. But if they do, and it's for 2, that's actually pretty interesting. If they become the Monarch, then Bowmaster pings like either them or Teferi at the end of the turn, and the army grows. So this actually is like pretty interesting, I think, this dynamic. Okay, they plus Teferi. So now they can make fourth Aerlingas on my turn and block, but then they lose the thing. They lose the oh, what's this? Is this oh, it's just the fourth for x equals 2 probably. Yeah. Well, we can't stop that. So probably they attack with 1 here, is what I would assume. Yep. And so I take 2. They become the Monarch. They draw a card. I ping probably Teferi, I think. Okay, I'd really love to draw a Mind's Desire. Please and thank you. No, that's not a Mind's Desire. Do I attack Teferi here even? So like I could attack them. They eat my Orcish Bowmasters, and then I draw a card. I become the Monarch, and then immediately I lose the Monarchy next turn. They're also like a mana away from hard casting this. I think I'm gonna offer the trade with the army, because I'll have a new army next turn then. Maybe I'm supposed to attack them actually. Yeah, because I wouldn't hate becoming the Monarch. And I don't think Teferi is doing a lot right now. But they have to trade here, alright? That's why they left it back. Alright, fair enough. That's not a particularly good trade for me, but I'm also just not in a very good place right now, so. Okay, they just plus Teferi. And if they had boarded out like Prismatic Ending and stuff, then they'll be bringing it back in. They draw, I make an army and ping Teferi. They're not wastelanding me, so maybe that's because they want to at some point hardcast Lorien, or it's because they have Force of Will. Meanwhile, another land. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to keep playing these out. All right, we're gonna get got by any like flash creature here. I think I'm just gonna attack them with both, or maybe I'm not supposed to send in the orc, like the Bowmasters themselves. In case they have like, so what could they have? They could have Snapcaster Mage, obviously. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like risk it. If they have it, then it's fine. Like I think I'm losing this game anyways. They have something here. I'd be absolutely thrilled if they hardcast Lorien revealed right now. Okay, looks like that's not what's happening. They have fourth Aerolingas and a way to draw a card. Seems like what might be happening here. What's this? Shark Typhoon? Wait, how'd that get in their hand? So they puts triggered ability from Mystic Sanctuary on the stack. Targeting fourth Aerolingas, puts on top of their land, then casts it. So they must have one in their hand. Why would they Mystic Sanctuary it? I'm not sure I get that. Alright, well I'm ready to concede here. So I'm not like draw going against fourth Aerolingas is not very appealing. But I'm not sure like maybe yeah, I think maybe we want a couple of dazes on the play. I still think like the Bowmasters is pretty decent. I think I'm gonna cut the Dark Petition. It's sort of like a big clunky sorcery that just eats a counterspell and doesn't sort of necessarily get there. It's a nice card to have. Yeah, and I'm gonna cut a Cycler. So let's see here on the play for game number 3. They are revealing their Yorion. Wow, this is like almost amazing. We have to mulligan this. I mean, we can Dark Ritual out like Thoughtseize and Bowmasters, but I don't think that's good enough. Okay, let's keep this and probably cut one of the rituals. And I'm gonna go ponder off basic island here. Go looking for Mind's Desire. Opponent kept 7. Yep. That is all the cards that we would want. So let's see here. We draw the Dark Ritual. We need all of these. Especially we need the lands. So let's put Mind's Desire in our hand just in case they want to get frisky and like and search will extract the ponder or something. So basically we need to fade a wasteland in our opponent's next 2 turns. Like, or the turn cycle that is beginning now, and we also need to fade, like, I don't know, Deafening Silence or Ethersworn Canonist or some such thing. Okay, that doesn't cast Deafening Silence. Carpet of Flowers, okay, sure. That's kind of scary. So that does disincentivize them from wastelanding us, I think. So I'm not gonna Thoughtseize on my next turn. I could do that, sort of break it over in 2 turns, but I do want to get the 5th copy of Mind's Desire if I can. And all in quotation marks we have to avoid is them. No! God damn it! Okay, I think I just lose to that. I don't think I have an answer. I have to win with Bowmasters? Yeah, right. Oh, that's brutal. Okay. Yeah, think we just have to concede, sadly. I have 2 Orcish Bowmasters, and did I bring in the Brazen Borrower? I don't think I did. Nope, it's right there. I mean, we could eventually hardcast Doomsday, but nah, it's never going to happen. They have Carpet. We would have to play out, give them so much mana. All right, GG's opponent. All right. No trophy for us this time around, but that's fine. We had some good games. Off to round number 3. On the play for round number 3, first non-Yorion matchup. This is weird, but I think I'm supposed to go for it here, seeing as we have, like, it's a big blowout if we lose. But if we don't insta-lose here, I think we probably just win. Like, if they don't have Force of Will, is what I mean. We would have to, we can still, like, lose to stuff like Endurance. I don't know that there are that many main deck Endurances floating around right now. So I think it is mostly a question of Force of Will or no Force of Will. Okay, no Force of Will. So we need the Thassa, and we probably want a Thoughtseize, and we want an Underground Sea to fetch with the Scalding Tarn. I want maybe a Consider, and then, like, Edge of Autumn in case Consider gets countered or something. So let's say we draw the Thoughtseize, then we draw Consider and win. Like, we draw Thoughtseize and cast it. Unless they wasteland us, of course. Uh-oh. Well, now it's raining, and I'm sitting underneath sort of a plastic cover. Which, well, what I'm trying to say is I hope the noise is not too annoying. All right, let's go. Pass. So I mean, I'm kind of digging this deck, honestly. We get to do the Doomsday stuff, but we also get to. Oh, no! This is Reanimator. No, say it ain't so. I think I lose to, like, a turn 1 thing here. Okay, sweet. So they whiff on the Thoughtseize here, and, well, I mean, we can't win this turn, obviously, but hopefully we can avoid losing. Oh, yikes. So let's see here. I drop to 7, and then I'm dead to double bolt. They don't have blue mana anyways. I think I'm just gonna take a bolt here. It's somewhat annoying if they draw, like, a Force or something even worse. But, like, Hymn to Torak would be potentially a problem here, but so let's cast Consider and put Edge of Autumn into this graveyard. And let's fetch. Okay. No, okay, I thought they were going to concede. The game sort of client paused. Merfolk. And there we go. Alright, cool. So this is Grixis control, it looks like. So what did they... Oh yeah, they thought sees nothing. We had the lands, that's right. Alright, so against Grixis, Controlioli, I think Shouldered is pretty sweet. I think Bowmasters is probably fine. They had Baleful Strix. I think Flusterstorm is not the worst to protect against like hymns or whatever. Not sure. They could be like a Snapcaster or Mage deck like Kolaghan's Command, but I'm not sure we want these. Could we potentially want, Brazen Borrower to bounce something random, like a Torpor Orb or something? Probably not. Alright, let's say these 6 cards. Let's cut a Daze. Let's cut LED. Let's cut Consider. Honestly, there are Thoughtseize deck, like having this second copy of Tendrils could speed things up with our creature plan. I'm not absolutely hating that. So if we bring that in, let's take out Dark Petition. Let's take out a Cycler. Having just one Cycler kind of is to the detriment of the Doomsday plan, though. I think I'm okay cutting a Thoughtseize, because they're like a Lightning Bolt deck, and we're bringing in other kinds of disruption here. So maybe we... I'm really hesitant, you may have noticed, of cutting Lorien Revealed. I just really like having it to fix the mana and stuff, but actually I'm going to bank on them not being a Wasteland deck. Probably the joke will be on me. Okay, I mean, I'm going to keep this and really hope they don't have turn 1 Thoughtseize, which they probably have. Oh, they don't. Sweet. Alright, even better. Let's float this underground sea here. I'm not going to fight over a Brainstorm. Sure. We have to assume they have Orcish Bowmasters, I think. I think if you're... Why are you on Grixis sort of mid-rangey, control-y, Lightning Bolts, good stuff pile if you don't... And not play Bowmasters. They don't shuffle here. Okay. So we have a Dark Ritual, which means we can almost play Shouldered here, but we can't quite. With backup, I mean. We can do it sort of in the dark, but I'm going to Brainstorm here while there's no Bowmasters. Okay, I mean, now we can actually just play here if we were so inclined, which I think probably we are so inclined. It's going to cost us like fucking, sorry, pardon my French, but like 4 cards. So maybe that is like one too many. So maybe we don't do that, and instead we put back a land and the second ritual, and I probably still want to pick up that ritual if I can. Oh, the rain's really coming down here. I'm really sorry if you're hearing that. Okay, Badlands, what you got? Alright, I am picking up that second ritual. Alright, opponent fetching in response. Maybe this is Bowmasters? At least I hope I'm not getting stifled or something. Oh, it's Oppo Agent. Right, okay. So I'm gonna float blue here and Daze. Okay, so they have Force pitching Snapcaster, and I think this is worth a Flusterstorm probably. It means if they have second Force, then my Shouldered is not resolving. But then I have Brainstorm and like a Ritual and whatever, and they have nothing. They have 1 card. All right, so we get to Daze. I hope the Oppo Agent. Okay, so it's Daze. Cool. So I get to fetch, and I'm gonna fetch again, and I'm gonna cast Dark Ritual, and it's just resolving. So I'm not gonna play around a Daze here, and Shoulder it's in. I'll be a bit disappointed if they just have like an answer for this. Blood Moon. Okay, that's It's not the most pleasant thing here for me, but we do have the pedal. Ah, we even found the Mind's Desire. Heartbreak. Okay, but Shieldred is a pretty fast clock here. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to not put that C in play and make Brainstorm better. All right, well, let's put them to the test here. Bowmasters. Rub. I mean, is this where I cast Brainstorm and just get completely out of reach for them and sack my pedal? I mean, the Bowmasters doesn't really do a lot here, unless that is they have, like, I don't know, a dismember or something. But then I'd rather, I think, Brainstorm and find. I'll take the damage. Wouldn't be that big of a deal. Okay, I take one. You have an army, and I'm gonna crunch here. Oh, second pedal. Now, if we were to get a third pedal or find our basic island, we could actually Mind's Desire for quite a bit here. Well, not quite a bit, but like, I don't know, a little bit. Yeah, I think it's like a forced block. So they dropped the 7. Oh, they dropped a 1 here. Brave. What do you have? I guess you have like Shieldred's Edict. That could be a thing. I guess we'll find out soon. Yeah, okay, they didn't have it. Alright, GG's opponent. 2 and 1. And let's go for round number 3. Right, on the play for round number 4. I've been on the play a lot. Maybe all of the on the plays. Ooh, okay. We can turn 1 Doomsday with Day's Backup. I think this is sort of what we do with our life and times. It is somewhat scary on the, like, in the dark. I always kind of loathe having to do that, but I think with the Day's Backup and with Pedal, I think it's probably fine. So ideally, like, oh, mulligan to 5 from the opponent. So what will it be, opponent? Go down to 4 or happy with the 5? And like, even in spite of the opponent being on 5 here, or let's say they went down to 4, that's, in my book, certainly no reason to wait. Because, like, if they have, like, a wasteland and we just float out our underground sea here, then our hand kind of falls apart unless we draw another land, which you're never guaranteed to. Okay, opponent mulligan to 5. Let's go. Dark Ritual Doomsday. What do you say to that? Okay, we were allowed to do it. So I want I want Thassa, I want Cavern, I probably want a Pedal. It's kind of bad that we don't have any cantrips in our hand. So maybe that's what we want to focus on. So let's say, the reason we want Pedal is in case they are able to go like turn 1 Blood Moon or Magus. Cavern is for Chalice and you know, future forces. Okay. So let's say we draw the Consider, or I cannot imagine that you're not hearing all the background noise, which is the rain. Once again, I am sorry about that. Okay, so we draw Consider. Yeah, this is like, this doesn't win next turn if in case we see, like, I don't know, like Mountain Chain Lightning or something and we just want to go for it. But we are also probably going to want to daze something next turn, so I think this is fine. So let's put Thassa on the bottom. No, actually, let's put Cavern on the bottom and then Thassa, and then like yeah, Pedal, Street Wraith on top, and Consider. All right, let's go. So what, like, we lose if they can resolve Trinisphere, that just kills us because we can't ever get to the 3 lands to cast a Pedal or the Thassa, but hopefully Daze can sort of stop them from achieving that. Oh, it's a Savannah deck. Right on. I think I do Street Wraith here. Like, this being a Savannah deck is a little bit disappointing because it means that they might have Endurance. Alright, they get their second turn. If they have, like, Thalia here, then we're fine. If they have Oof, we're fine. If they have Spirit of the Lab, we're fine. If they have exactly Endurance, we're not fine. Casting consider here. Gonna put a petal into the graveyard. I mean, if they endurance, it'll cost them a card, and we actually have the ability to cast this Doomsday here from the petal, the Lotus Petal here, and the Underground Sea. So that's fun. Probably won't get to that one way or the other. Oh, they're casting something here on my draw step. Is this? Oh, it's crop rotation. So it's crop rotation for Wasteland, most certainly, which is not going to beat us here. It does mean we can't daze. And I mean, right now we could daze if we wanted to. So why don't we just do that before they, well, I guess just stop them. Good thing we have that second petal. Alright. And now if they also have endurance, then we're sad-faced, but not dead. So let's just so I'm not gonna show them the cavern. It's not a force of will deck. Okay, they concede. Sweet. Alright, so we want Fatal Push and Nihil Spellbomb. The Spellbomb is for like beating endurance. We want probably Brazen Borrower. Do we want the Bowmasters? Like, this is basically like 2 mana removal and like chump blocker. Let's see if we can maybe do without, or maybe we would want 1. It probably doesn't even line up very well against their deck. They probably are full of like Stoneforge Mystics, and Knight of the Reliquary, and like Elvish Reclaimer, all of which are targets that Bowmasters doesn't interact favorably with. Probably don't want the LED, which means we can then also lose the Consider. I don't think we have that much to Thoughtseize, but maybe keep in 1. And what's the last take? Maybe a Daze. Alright. We get this sort of interesting and promising Mind's Desire hand, but it needs some help. And it is very vulnerable to Wasteland and also to, like, Hate Bears. So I do still think I probably keep this. Okay, there's Yavimaya. That means the coast to a, or the road to a Merit Lage is shorter. Well, there is Doomsday again. Good old Doomsday. So I'd like to find Force of Will here. Oh, actually, that's great. Let's draw them like this. I like drawing the Fatal Push as that sort of insurance against like a Thalia or a Gadok Teeg, or I guess Gadok Teeg doesn't really. I mentioned Gadok Teeg because ever since this was unbanned, I've seen Gadok Teeg in a deck once or twice, but yeah. Alright, so this is sort of pivotal here. I guess we can survive a Wasteland. Like, Wasteland Surgical Extraction is actually just brutal. Okay. Well, this threatens... No, it doesn't threaten Merit Lage right here and now. But it does mean, like, we can't make a like a bajillion year long pile. Is there a world where we can go for a Mind's Desire this turn? Probably not, right? So we would go Dark Ritual. So we have 2 mana, that's 4, that's 5, that's 6, then 4. And we would get like a Lotus Petal, so that's 5. I am a little bit concerned about going for Doomsday here because I do worry that they just go like Merit Lage next turn, or like Dark Depths, and then I'm on a 1-turn clock, and then if they have also... What was the last card down? I want to say it was... There was the Petal. Sorry, there was the Dark Ritual, the Push. Yeah, I think maybe I wait 1 more turn and try and go for like a big Desire turn. I get punished here by Wasteland, but you know, no guts, no glory. There was the Dark Depths. Okay. So, no, I guess I don't have a target for Fatal Push. I kind of wanted it in my graveyard to have some semblance of a hope of getting to like to the threshold here. I'd actually just love them to play a creature, but what are the odds? They have lethal here. So if there's a pedal on top, which I kind of want to say there is, but I can't remember. I can't remember what the next card is, which is poor of me, but yeah. There you go. There was a pedal. Okay. So this gets us there, right? This means Dark Ritual is 4 mana. Let's count it together. 4 mana, 5 mana, 6 mana, 7 mana, 2 mana floating plus another 3, that's 5, and we get another pedal. So this loses to like something that turns off spell mastery, like if they can crop rot into Bajuka Bog, then we're really sad, but then we can still Doomsday, and that means they don't get Marilage right now. So we're sad if they have that we're sad if they have what do you call it? Mindbreak Trap, but yeah, you can't play around everything, right? And we can't get to the thing. We can't get to Threshold even if we tried. So this is the point where they can Bajuga Bog, but they don't. So we get a pedal, and we get resolve, hopefully 7 copies of Mind's Desire. Oh, they're pausing here. Really hope they don't have Mindbreak Trap. If they have Mindbreak Trap and just the natural turn 3 combo, that's really nice, and not something I'm going to feel too sad that I didn't beat, but we'll see. Okay, do you have it? Nope. Alright. Well, Fatal Push is not what we want to see here. And there's a land. Did I make my land drop? I don't think I did. No, I did not. Alright. Brainstorm is good. Ponder is good. Was that another land? Yeah, that's not so good. Pedal, also not amazing. Maybe I need to brainstorm here before, because Mind's Desire actually shuffles in between. So I think I am actually going to brainstorm here. Maybe get rid of this Fatal Push. Right, okay. This is terrible. Let's put back the 2 copies of Doomsday, I guess. Like, if we were to actually hit one of these copies with the last shuffle, then at least we can go for it. Oh, Mind's Desire! Thank you. Okay, thanks. Thank you. So now I think we only have to really worry about what do you call it? Like Veil of Summer. But even then, we can beat that with Doomsday. Okay, let's. Well, we don't have any mana available here. Well, we have 1 mana. Yeah. Do we take the Dark Writ? Probably doesn't matter. Let's actually let's take it. So Storm is 10. I am gonna cast it here to make Storm 11. No target for my Fatal Push, any of my Fatal Pushes here, but here we go. Big Mind's Desire. Okay, let's see how we do. Another Dark Ritual. Lauren revealed, that's good. Draws us 3 cards. Now we could Doomsday and draw 3 cards. Force of Will is nice. Now we beat a Veil. Maybe actually we also do want to brainstorm here once more now that we can get rid of... Yeah, why don't we just get rid of these? Actually, put back a Doomsday, I think, instead of the Fatal Push. I wouldn't mind hitting Doomsday, like actually hitting Doomsday here, but it doesn't matter. I don't see any way, shape, or form that they can win here. Okay, last copy. So we have a force. So here's what we can do. We can cast a Dark Ritual, and we cast Cabal Ritual. We cast Nihil Spellbomb. We cast Doomsday. So they Force of Vigor what? My Spellbomb? Exiling what? Green Sun Zenith. So they have 4 cards in hand. Oops, what happened to my exile? What the hell? I lost my exile zone, like the cards exiled with, what? What just happens? What just happened? Somehow I lost the cards that were exiled. Maybe this is just me being dumb. Doesn't look like it. So I don't know, I clicked on something. Maybe there's a way to like remove them so that you can't cast them anymore, but anyways, that's not so good. So I'm gonna force this, which is really annoying because I had a Force of Will in exile. They have more Force of Vigor. Okay, so I'm gonna put Tendrils of Agony as the top card. Oh, hang on, here they are. Where'd they go? They were underneath the stack, I guess? Oh, okay. Phew. Like, the reason I forced there was because if I was kind of operating under the assumption that I had somehow lost access to these cards permanently. And then what I wanted to do was put Tendrils on top and then draw it with Spellbomb, and I have enough mana to cast it. But instead, we just get to go on easy mode here. So let's why don't we just cast Lore and Reveal, drawing Tendrils Force blue card, and then we can ponder whatever into the last of it. So let's make it so, I guess, like Thassa's on the bottom, then Edge, and then these three cards. I guess I don't have mana to cast Thassa right now. I would have to wait a turn. Let's cast this, draw 3. And how do you like some drills? And we have double force backup. I love it. I guess they could be sitting on 3 Veil of Summer. That'd be kind of awkward. Alright, cool. 3-1. See how we do for the last round. Right on. On the draw for the last round. I had been on the play so far in each round, so I guess I can't complain. Yeah, I'll keep this. Kind of slow, but I think this is like, we have the ability to go like turn 1 or 2 Doomsday, but I don't think we go turn 1 or 2 Mind's Desire very often. Shadow Sphere. Okay, so this is 8 cast. Really hoping not to get Chalice on turn 1 here. That would suck. It appears I'm not getting Chaliced, which is good. Drawing a 5th land. Not so good. So I'll probably, like, if they have Chalice now and it's dazeable, I'll daze floating mana and then, you know, see if I want to brainstorm in response if they do something else. But Petal probably means I won't have something to daze here, but we'll see. Thoughtcasts. Yikes. That's a good card. Okay, bobble themselves. Why do you bobble yourself? Do you have a fetch land in this deck? That doesn't seem right. Okay. There's the Saga. That will eventually make giant constructs, so the race is on. Chalice here is pretty bad for us. Okay, another bauble. That's not a Chalice. Okay, now they're bauble me. What do you see here? No, this is Chalice. They're tapping it. Why are you tapping it? Painter Servant. Okay, so we're dead in another fashion. I mean, we would have probably been dead, but would have at least gotten an additional turn than what we're gonna get now. Do I daze here just to blow up their Petal? Probably not. Probably not. I could have brainstormed for Force of Will, trying to find that, but right now, if they don't have a mana source as their last card, I guess they're drawing 2 more. Of course they have. Okay, not a land, please. Okay, that wasn't a land. That's good. I'm gonna try and get rid of some of these lands. Trade them in for, ooh, rituals. You'll love to see it. Not sure it's gonna be good enough, but it might be good enough. So we want to brainstorm here, or ponder rather, and just like, the nuts here would be like 2 mana effects, like 2 petals or 2 rituals, or 1 of each. I'll take I'll take a petal. So next turn we'll be able to go like 1, 2, 3, 4. Mind's Desire. And probably we can maybe build a storm with a daze. We'll see. All right, pass. Okay, looks like they're moving to combat. Really still hoping not to get Chalice here. I don't even know if they play Chalice since they're a painter, but they probably do. So the absolute nuts here would be if they force of Willis here, and we force back. Let me just make sure I can count here. So we'll have 4 cards in the graveyard with the Strand, 5 with Petal, 6 with Dark Ritual. And then we do the same trick as before, where we like Cabal Ritual and Daze. Yeah. Question is if we can afford to Daze twice. We probably can't in either direction. Like, we don't want them to then force something. We'll have 5 here. 5 cards in the graveyard, I mean. Let's play the Petal. So we make blue. And we cast Cabal Ritual, maintaining priority. And we Daze it. And then we pay. We lose double force on this Cabal Ritual, but I don't think we lose anything else here. I would just love a force, like a single force and nothing else. Would build Storm with 2. I doubt I'm going to get it. Okay, so I'm paying with black mana, I suppose. So right now, when this resolves, we'll have 8 mana. So if I were to Daze again, is there a chance? You didn't force just then. Do they have a force? And if so, do they use it once they see the second Daze? I'm so torn. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. We'll have 7, like I said. Okay, I think I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it here. I'm gonna feel so stupid if this gets forced now, but I didn't before, and it's basically the same sort of. Oh, it didn't because I didn't pass priority because I'm such a stupid fucking idiot. Oh my god, I'm so. Okay, we lose here. Yeah, I didn't pass priority, and it was just sitting there with me. I somehow talked myself into or convinced myself I had passed priority, and they were just waiting on me for it to resolve. Sigh. Okay. Imagine what would have happened if I had passed priority, and they force, and I force back. It would have been beautiful. Instead, now this happened. Okay. Let's try and shake it off. Probably Fatal Push is not the worst. Neither is Brazen Borrower. I'm not sure about these. Like, I'm not sure how graveyard dependent they are. And we can't really put up a fight against, like, Urza Saga tokens. I think this is fine. And I think we cut LED once more. Could consider... probably cut like a Thoughtseize. Cut Dark Petition, maybe? Yeah, I don't mind cutting the cyclers, I guess. Even though like having 1 would be good, maybe even having 2. No, but let's try this and see how we do. Last cut though. Last cut. Ugh. Not sure. Come on, brain. What do we cut here? Maybe it's a Daze? Daze is so good on the play though for Doomsday. Yeah, let's cut a Daze. Wow, that was really, really annoying that I made that punt. So greedy. Yeah, this is good. I like this. Let's just go Strand go. Would really like for them not to have like turn 1 Saga here. Ancient Tomb casts Chalice, ironically. Well, I guess there's no real irony in that, so scratch that, but okay. So they get to see my top card. Not sure if this changes anything. Maybe it does in terms of me fetching and brainstorming end of turn. There's Painter. I'm gonna brainstorm now. I don't think I'll daze it if I hit one of my dazes, but maybe. I think I was gonna brainstorm end of turn anyways. Oh, I mean, that's a little bit awkward on the land here, but kind of like the cards. I think I'm just gonna push the painter. So let's put back. We'll be drawing all of these, but Bowmasters and one Cabal Ritual. And your pals in play. Now the question is, do I brainstorm on my turn and see 2 fresh cards in the hope that one is a land, or do I just like go without a land drop next turn and push instead and get a better brainstorm? They choose red. Okay. Do you have Hydroblast? I guess I should have pushed in response to that bauble trigger if I was going to push. Like, we'll be in the toilet if I brainstorm now and we get brainstorm locked. And we don't play that many lands. I think I am actually... I think I'm going to pass onto their turn in case they have Force of Negation. And let's go. It'd be funny if they had like a wasteland here. I'd be shocked. Shocked and chagrined. Okay, that's good. Ottawara, that means they're not... Okay, they have second painter, sure. But that means they're not bouncing shouldered with that. So I really need this brainstorm to resolve, and I will fight over it in case they, like, I don't know, hydroblast it or whatever. Yeah, they did. Cheeky buggers. I'm gonna pitch Mind's Desire here. Hope they don't also have a force. If they do, it's not great, but we don't know the next card, so we're at least drawing live for a land. Seems they do have force here. They're pausing. I'm not terribly happy with the position here, even if we were to resolve this brainstorm, because them having the painter, they're just like a saga away from winning, and even though Shieldred is cool and the Bowmasters, like it's too slow, I think. Okay, looks like brainstorm may resolve. I don't know. Do you do the thing? All right, that was good. So we want all of these, basically. I guess the Bowmasters is what we could put back here, because so we'll have 5 with the brainstorm, 6 with the Tarn. So we either get to Bowmasters or Thoughtseizes alongside Shieldred. And like if they just have Grindstone, I'm gonna be so upset. But I think maybe actually the Bowmasters is the better clock here. So let's yeah, let's go like this. And I mean, Bowmasters is obviously a better clock, but like I think it might be the better call. I'm not sure. Not sure what I'd be Thoughtseizing out of their hand that would kill me. Like if they have Ottawara, then it's really bad. If they have like Force of Will here and they force this Cabal Ritual, I'm gonna be screaming from the roof. That'd be really sick play. But they have been playing like they have a force. And there's no other sort of line here. That is actually a reason to keep the Thoughtseize. Okay, looks like it resolved. So I'm gonna cast the thing I'd rather have forced first. They can largely ignore this, I think. Makes their baubles awkward. And let's see that force. This would be the place to use it. And I have yield. Yeah, okay, they had the force. So at least we can feel good about them not forcing the Cabal Ritual. So they were probably saving it for like a Doomsday or something. Can't remember if I showed them that. So they have one card. If it's like Urza Saga or Grindstone, we're in the dumpster. And we can't really attack profitably here, so they have probably a better spot here. They just need to draw their 1-card combo piece. Okay, I don't hate drawing the Dark Ritual, but we just have to pass here. If they start drawing with baubles or whatever, then our orc army grows, which would be nice. What was pitched? Thoughtcast, right? Well, what do you know? So I think I'm just casting this, right? Make them. I'm okay. Like if they force here. I mean, I'm not. Sorry, that's probably not true. I'd rather they didn't. But if they do, then it's not like a terrible. It's a 2-for-2 trade. Okay, they're doing something here. Okay, they're countering it. So that is a 2-for-1 trade. That's annoying. And I have to pay 3, right? Yep, can't do that. That's a bummer. Oh well. Does this counter any spell? Yeah, counter target spell. Okay. So, please don't flip Grindstone. Okay, they did not flip Grindstone. But now they can get a painter in and start attacking, I guess. Okay, let's ponder. See if we can find something. Another Doomsday and a land. I'll take it. Alright. 3 cards in hand. Okay, so take Mox Opal. Why do you want Opal? What does Opal do for you? I guess it gives you hard cast, Force of Negation. And I mean, yeah, maybe I should have taken the Flooded Strand instead of the Underground Sea. Bummer. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm drawing a dead land I didn't have to draw. And there's the Saga. So I have 1 turn after this land. Doesn't look like I'm going to be going home with the trophy here. Not the trophy. That was figuratively meant. The trophy's already dead. But the win here. Yeah, that could have been a fresh card. Maybe I'm not even supposed to play out in case I draw Brainstorm. Not sure that there's anything I can draw here. I don't think there is actually. They just go for a redundant Painter Servant. That makes sense. Yep. Well, as this league is winding down, I do feel like really, really annoyed that I made that play. Well, let's just make sure they didn't somehow by accident board out their Rhinestone. But yeah, like I should have just passed priority instead of gotten greedy with that second daze. And I kind of confused myself thinking that somehow the fact that the priority was on me somehow meant they had passed it to me, which obviously it was the other way around. And I think there's a good chance they forced that daze. Or not the daze, but the Cabal Ritual, in which case I force back, and then we have like a Mind's Desire for 7. And then we're not like about to go 0-2. Yep, there's the Grindstone. Alright, GG's opponent. Well, a 3-2 league. That could potentially have been a bit better if I had played a bit better. Right. So I am really excited about this deck. The 3-2 finish, yeah, it is what it is. I made some punts. I think this has legs. I mean, I don't know. I think it's also it's susceptible to get messed with. Like, that's, I think, already the case with Doomsday. That you have, like, if someone targets your deck, then it's not the most resilient. It's not weak or anything, but it is exploitable. And I think that is not less so true because you've put Mind's Desire into it, but it does play pretty strongly against counterspells. And like I honestly don't feel like the format is sort of geared to play against Mind's Desire right now. It might change, We might start seeing like stifles in tempo decks and stuff like that, or like something like a stifle mod deck rearing its head. But and we might start seeing other answers. I don't know, but uh, this is just like the most gas you can play. I love it. I absolutely love it. I never thought I'd get to play Mind's Desire in Legacy, but here we are. And combining it with my favorite card, Doomsday, is actually really, really awesome. I think you can discuss the merits of this approach, but I would advise you to try it out. It's a lot of fun. I think like what needs to still be ironed out is like, do we need the full 12 like Petal, Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual? Do we fit a second lore in revealed in? Is there do we want Chromox? Is there a way to fit that in? I think we do need the 2 cyclers, unfortunately, which are like 2 slots. I would love for it to be something else, because as we saw in this league, that is your way to win, like on turn 1, or in this, on the same turn with low resources. I don't think we would get away from that. We could replace one of them with a deep analysis, but I don't think I like that. All right, but anyways, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for sticking through the rain sounds and whatever. I hope you had fun, and I hope to see you back for some more Legacy. If you would, I would really love it if you would. If you're not subscribed, that you go ahead and subscribe. That means a lot to me. Trying still to grow this channel. Yeah, that's it. Peace out. Stay safe, and I'll be back with more Legacy.